I'm gonna go ahead and let this out there. Uh, I had these times in my life, right? They talk about, like, you ever heard about clairvoyancy? Like, you can perceive futuristic shit. I've had these times in my life, right, where I knew something was going to happen to even a close friend, like one of my old friends. Because I knew this guy back in, when I was young. And, I was trying to tell my friend Nick because I knew something bad was going to happen to him. He wouldn't listen. And like, hey, I was trying to tell him, hey, the guy Charles, his name was Charles. I don't know if you ever saw that that old movie, The Butterfly Effect. Like, it's an older movie with that Ashton guy. And the blonde-haired kid in the movie. He did a lot of horrendous things, right? And I think the guy in the movie had a type of clairvoyancy as well. He could perceive things and so on and so forth, right? And I don't know if that movie actually went into, like, I was going to talk about some other things about, like, shape-shifting and stuff like that. I believe, like, humans have that ability as well. If all in tune with, like, our blood types and stuff like that. I've had these events because I don't know if you remember in the movie where he could, like, perceive different stuff. He could see, like, past events, but, like, it was, like, future events as well. And, like, I had the same shit happen to me when I was young. I was trying to tell my friend Nick, I said, Charles is about to fuck you over. Like, Charles is about to stab you. Because Charles, I'm going to tell you something, like, he would drown animals and do that for fun. Like, he'd laugh about it and everything. And I was trying to tell Nick one day, I was like, dude, I think Charles is about ready to, it's like I could see something. And this is literally, I think, like 6 months down the road. Like, this is not anything nearby, but like literally months down the road before I could already see it happen. Like, it was almost daylight. I see this almost like on a vision, like the guy was like picked up something and stabbed him. And I said, dude, you need to watch Nick because he's planning on something. I literally could see it. Like, almost like him taking a knife and almost stabbing you, or he's going to do something on that end. Is possibly stab you, man. And I know because they were on good terms at this time, right? Nothing was going on. And I feel like I could see something in Charles' eyes, right? That motherfucker was like building up or something. Because like the way he would talk to everything, he'd speak in a totally different language to me. And I just feel like a lot of things Charles was not like a stupid person. Like, he knew stuff. And he's like, even when he was 13, he was like, I feel like he was an excellent manipulator. Like, he's like one of my cousins. Like, he could literally, like, I can tell you what my cousin did. My cousin literally manipulated my whole family, manipulated and stole about $25,000 from my grandmother and went to Disney World with it. And he did all this stuff. And basically, I always told my relatives, I said, why didn't the motherfucker become a Democrat? He would have been a great one, really. He was so clean with his words, like, and so smooth like butter with it. Well, Charles was basically like the same way, only this guy was 13 and already doing it. And I already knew Charles had a bad life because basically his mother was already selling her stuff to the neighbors at the time, while her husband was trading, he would trade his wife for pills from these other neighbors. And basically, Charles's sister was already messed up because I can tell you that what Charles would tell me, and I sort of saw something similar to it. I don't want to say because a lot of people don't know the story that his sister would literally, he'd walk in and by the time Charles was 7, 8, and she'd be masturbating to porn in the living room, and she'd tell him to like join in with her and stuff, and he didn't want to, and like Charles' dad would beat him, and his mom was basically a whore and everything. So I don't know. I guess Charles developed a lot of anger and a lot of resentment about a lot of things, but and I was trying to tell Nick, I said, dude, you need to watch Charles, because I could see something in Charles' eye. I'd see something about, I guess it was like I've always had discernment, like I can discern shit. And I said, dude, you need to watch him because I literally think he's planning on killing you. Like, it may seem fine now, but I feel like I always knew Charles was the type of person, if you say do the wrong thing, he'd switch and turn on you in a heartbeat. And he would kill you. Even at 13, he would kill you. Just like that movie with that blonde kid, he would do the same thing. And he wouldn't even think twice about that. And I knew it was coming. I tried to warn Nick, and he would not listen. And what happened, I don't remember what. Like, I don't remember what happened. I was coming back from school because I was literally, this is elementary. I was like in 4th or 5th grade when this is going on. And Charles was in elementary school when this was going on. I mean, he's young, bro. And I came back and realized Charles stabbed Nick. He had one of his knives, because I remember Charles showing, and he was like shining it. And it was like this. And what do you know? Nick ended up having to go to the hospital. He got stabbed. And while he stabbed him, he took his head and went underwater and was trying to drown him. And I hated that motherfucker. Because I remember Charles, I was over there one day hanging out with him and Nick, and Charles took my head and rammed it up and threw my face up against the wall. Tried to leave, and he wouldn't. Like, he would make these threats and shit, like he would like try to say he was gonna like kill you and stuff like that, or he was just joking about it. But his sister would always say like, oh no, he don't mean that. He just, you know, he's a kid. He doesn't mean it. But I don't know. But after that event, I remember my father was about to. We went over there, and my father, I thought he was gonna kill Charles, but no, Charles' mother, when my dad went over there, she tried to seduce my father. I don't know what the heck Charles. Oh yeah, Charles had a pit bull that he would beat on a lot because he was trying to like, I guess, kind of regulate him, like his moods and emotions, and try to like put him in a way where like he would just instantly do what he says, even though he didn't always listen to him. Charles went over to our house and basically mocked my sister, who was overweight, basically, and like he stole from my parents, took some pepper spray, stole from their room, smashed both closets, and basically like he did some other stuff that was really fucked up. And basically like he just left after that, and like my father ended up calling the police, and they ended up going to see Charles. Keep in mind, Charles had already in elementary school gone to jail a couple times, like, and he was just on a bad road to disaster, basically. And well, anyway, Nick was okay. Nick didn't die. He wasn't, like, he ended up surviving that turmoil, but other than that, it was, you know, because his sister was always carrying around Nick's sister, but Nick wasn't even supposed to hang out with Charles anyway, and I wouldn't even like going near the motherfucker anyway. I just didn't ever feel anything good coming from him. Because he always look at me and like, would do this like smile. And he'd be like telling me like, oh, everything's all good and everything. And he tried to the motherfucker came up and approached me because I don't remember what I was saying. I think Nick would always like lie or, because I always had problems with Nick as well. Told Charles something one day. Charles tried to fuck with me on the bus and shit. Wouldn't even let me walk by do something. And the bus driver sometimes would have to literally make Charles sit in certain seats because he was trying to fuck with me or fuck with somebody. And the bad thing is I think Charles, it was so bad because I think his sister got to his head sexually or something, and he made some joke and told me one day, he said, you want to buy my sister's pussy or something to me, and he was joking about it. I don't know, he was like smiling about it or something. But the last time when I had asked like what happened to him, I was told he got on meth really badly and he went back to jail. And after that, I don't know what the fuck happened to him. Honestly, I think the guy, he's not in jail, he's probably dead by now, to be honest with you. Because that guy's life, what I think is honestly maybe it was like something, I guess everything he had gone through as a child, basically, because we were in elementary school at the time, like I just, but I don't know. I'm not even in the same place I grew up in anymore, and I've never had a desire to go back because I always told myself once I leave, I don't fucking care. I know other people go back to their hometowns, but I don't fucking care because this whole damn world's my hometown. The whole fucking world is. I feel like I've always had that mindset different from anybody I grew up with. Like, I could fucking go to Greece or something, Germany, wherever, and that's my hometown. I don't feel like I have the same fucking mindset as everybody else. Like, I could just go somewhere else and just say, this is my town, this is my people. I could fucking go here, fucking go there. I could fucking leave wherever and go live. These things are honestly I haven't really told anybody about. I mean, I know like my sister, because some of these events my sisters were not around to see. So I've known about this shit for years, since I was young. Even before all the shit that happened to me when I was young, the times about those, I was one of my older videos talking about the two sisters, like, and the event that happened to me, basically, it was like erased from my memory. And there's certain things, right, it just gets erased. And that's it. You know, it happens to a lot more people than we realize, so. But the whole clairvoyancy, I don't know why, I don't know where I got that from, because I was telling you, like, one of my older videos, I had died, and then I had touched the hands of this being, or whatever. You know, and so it wasn't an angel, it didn't have wings, like, it just, I don't know. I don't know why certain things happen to certain individuals. It just is. Anyway, I'm going out. Peace.